Right, let's see. Let's see. So, I'm gonna go ahead and try to advertise out as much as I can right now. I'm literally, my Twitter account got blocked, like I said, banned, because geeks and gamers do their shit. They have no life. They literally, they go after me relentlessly, and I'm just fucking tired of it. I don't understand how they, like, I literally moved from Florida because of these people. And they literally do not stop harassing me on the internet. It's like I'm getting banned continually because the same fucking creeps keep following me around the fucking internet. I literally do not understand where people get the audacity to sit online all day, harass the hell out of people, and then turn around and make it into this problematic thing. It's like it's like they don't want to understand. It's like they don't want to get that if you have a problem with things, you're supposed to speak up about them. You're not supposed to block people over them. You know, and that's something I don't quite exactly understand. So I'm just gonna stream. I'm so sick of it, man. I'm highly sick of it, and I'm sick of being treated like how as if it's like all my fault. Like people just sit online and relentlessly act shitty, and it goes to show you that like they literally don't fucking know how to like handle their problems. And yet we'll see the same fucking group bitch for a week about fucking tears of fucking whatever. Well, you harassed Drunk DPO. I'm mad at you for harassing Drunk DPO because I'm a little bitch. Like, come on. Like, I literally don't understand why the same fucking people just go and harass me. But yeah, this is like the fifth time. So I'm having my profiles banned by the same group of people for some reason, and I don't even understand why, because I like literally do not communicate nor do I talk with them. But the girls from the group, I follow them. And it's like anytime I follow one of the girls, it's like the dudes in the crowd, the dudes in the group get mad at me because they're gay. That's what gay men do. Get mad at other dudes for following women. So it's irritating because it's continual with them. Like, you know, I don't know what it is about me that they want to consistently ban. I don't know if it's because I'm speaking some sort of truth or whatever it is, but it's annoying. It's annoying because they feel like they're doing justice. When reality of the truth, all they're doing is sitting around bitching about movies. That's all they're doing. They're not doing anything else besides that. And what irks me is the same people that start drama, the same people that bully the fuck out of people online are the same ones that get people blocked and banned because they don't want to stand up to that problem. They don't want to face their issues. And it's insane because it's something that they all do, you know? And it's like people want to continually bully people and then not be able to solve the issue about it. So they'll block you because you said something online they didn't like about the person they follow because they're idolizing that person. They're not naturally idolizing, they're not naturally doing anything at all to make the problem better. So when they see they took me down there, like, I'm sure he's cheering because that's the type of person he is. He'll cheer. But I want you guys out there to understand one thing about me. I'm sick of this because I am literally in Texas, okay? I moved out in Orlando, Florida, and the same fucking group that bothered me in Orlando, Florida uses the internet to bother me in Texas. As if I live in Orlando, Florida. As if I fucking actually live in Orlando, Florida. I'm in Texas, motherfucker. What do you want me to do? You're fucking sitting there crying the blues because I'm following girls from your fucking group. Like as if like I'm not allowed to do that shit. Like Drone 3PO literally needs his ass kicked. He literally needs a fucking reality check. Like these people online that have these big YouTube careers, they are the first ones to block somebody every single fucking time. And then people around me treat me like fucking dirt anyway. Like I don't I don't understand. I don't understand a lot of stuff that's going on or why I'm continuously the guy that's getting banned. Like apparently like that's just I'm banned worthy for everything I fucking say, do, every reason. And I really, really, really wish this would fucking stop because this is just it irritates the fuck out of me. Because I have friendships here where I am right now with people that those fucking asshats wish they could fucking friends with because it's so fucking far away in Florida that they don't know who I'm friends with because they're a bunch of losers that sit online all fucking day. Terminally, you know, what gets me is out of sight, out of mind, right? Out of sight, out of mind, out of your head. At least that's what I thought. So when I'm out of sight, out of mind, out of hair, leave me the fuck alone. Even if I'm posting, even if you're spying on me through somebody else's comments because I'm not following you, that's still fucking shitty as hell to do. And I seriously hope something happens really soon that dawns on him so he stops acting like this. Because it's always him. It's never anybody else. It's him. Every single fucking time. And it it never changes. It's every single time this motherfucker sees me online, he just does shit. And it's like, are you a fucking child? Or are you a full fucking grown man? Because you're hanging out at theme parks acting like a fucking pedophile. Like, I'm sick of this. I'm sick of his ass fucking stalking me. This is like beyond irritation. And the thing is, I've never met this motherfucker in my entire life. I don't know this guy. But yet he wants to sit online and fucking stalk the shit out of me. And the whole reason this thing started is because something that happened over a year ago. I was following Melanie Mac, and his ass decided, hey, I'm popular, I'm famous, I can have whatever and do whatever I want. Motherfucker, you're a fucking human being too. You need to come back down to reality, and you need to stop living in this little ball you live in and accept that people don't like you. Accept that people are mad at you. And stop acting like you don't live in the real world, dude, because you clearly need a dose of reality. I was almost murdered because of that shit. I was almost murdered because not because I didn't live in reality, but I was almost murdered because I tried communicating with a woman. So anytime I try to communicate with a woman, I have some dick sucker acting like a faggot up my fucking ass, meaning drunk 3PO who does not stop. I went and showed Melanie and Mac exactly what he did. It was in there. You know, I went and showed Melanie and Mac exactly what happened. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of living in a country where I can't even say anything to anybody bigger than me because they have so many ass kissers in their life. This is why I literally do not like Geeks and Gamers. This is literally why I have had it with that group. All they do is sit online all day and bitch, act like a bunch of retards, and bitch, complain about rings of power. Like, do you have anything better to do? You all need to like start pissing your pants and wear propeller caps because you literally fucking act like it. Like I should have got banned. I shouldn't have gotten banned, but I did. A week after Melanie Mac blocks me. Drunk 3P is like, alright, I can be a fucking asshole now. Dude, you need decked in your goddamn face. You need your teeth knocked out. And you need to stop being on YouTube and the computer and online too much because it's chronically made you mentally challenged. And you don't understand the reality of being off the internet, of going to actual work. You don't understand that reality. And everybody that stands there and kisses his ass, they don't do anything but sit online all day and follow him around. Where do these people get this fucking money from to sit online all day and kiss his ass? Where do they get it from? I clearly don't know. But, I'm getting tired of this hatred directed at me by people who are bigger than me, who I'm not even a movie star, so I don't know why they have such hatred towards me. But it's insane that this happened. It's insane that this happened because he is mad that I have a lot more potential than what he actually does. He's mad that I can tell somebody that they have potential. And I will. I'll keep telling people they have potential. But when you try to stop me from promoting somebody from having potential, you just show me how weak you actually are. That you don't think yourself, that you don't think you can do good. I'm seriously sick of this dumb motherfucker online. I'm seriously sick of this man chronically being online, and then anything I say about him gets blocked and banned. Like as if like people are fucking literally treating this guy like a king. That's fucking insane. Fucking insane. It just doesn't make sense. It's like this is the fucking. It's not surprising that this happened to me, because I foresaw this. I told Melanie Mac, I'm like, this is gonna happen, really, really soon. He's gonna have me banned because he don't like things that I say about him. Well, if you don't like me saying stuff about you, then get lost and leave me alone. Leave me follow who the fuck I want, and start understanding you're not the king of anything because you're just a loser who sits online and talks and bitches about fucking movies and other shit like that. You need a life, and it's clear you don't have one. It's clear that you just keep making these problems for everybody that like you don't like. And it's clear he needs to get off the internet because that's one of his main problems is he's chronically online. Like I'm gonna go. I literally go off the internet. I'm literally off the internet for like 10 hours a day. 10 hours a day. Because I don't have phone service. So when I am online, these fuckers that are always online, get mad when they see me. And it don't make sense. Because I'm barely ever on the fucking internet. So right now, I'm banned for speaking up to somebody I have a problem with. I'm banned for that. Fucking I don't like geeks and gamers. I wish they would just go the fuck down. I wish something would happen so they understand that they are really, really shitty towards people. You know? I really, really wish that these girls that are part of that group would tell that guy to his face, hey, you act gay as fuck. You don't have a clue of reality. It's like what is with these people that they chronically feel the need to sit online and kiss somebody's ass? What is that? Where does that even come from? Who wants that? Who wants to do that? Who who wants to do that? You know, I can't believe that. I can't believe I can't believe my profile got taken down. I mean, I got banned like that. 12-hour ban. Next few months, watch. Next few months, I'm guaranteeing you. I told you this was gonna happen today. I specifically told you guys here on my stream. He's gonna ban me soon. It happened. It happened. I fucking said it. Watch. In the next few months or the next few weeks, when I drop my first comic, he's gonna do it again because he's a hateful little bitch like that. And this is just how he handles stuff. Duh. My Twitter account, my Twitter account got banned. Apparently, Geeks and Gamers just has it out for me, man. Every time like I speak up to those guys or one of them, they have like this like vendetta, and then they report me over it, and then I get banned over it. I'm banned for like 12 hours on Twitter. I specifically said it on my stream earlier today that this was gonna happen, and it did. It did happen. I knew he was gonna do it. I knew he was working his way because right after he had me, Melanie Mac banned me, which that's how it always happens. You know, Melanie Mac banned me, and then he tries to permanently get rid of me because he sees nobody else has a problem with me. It's like it's like a tactic he uses, and I wish Melanie Mac would stop falling into that tactic because she keeps I watched her the other day on stream. She looked pissed because she had to ban me. I witnessed it, and you know and it's pretty obvious he doesn't like me. He's been flustered by me, and I've pissed him off, and he's gonna keep doing this. Like either when my first comic drops, which I'm gonna be working on here soon, or or it's gonna be later. He's gonna have me banned again because he just doesn't like me. This is the way this guy handles stuff. If he doesn't like me, he needs to block me. He needs to stop stalking me. He needs to stop caring about who. He needs to stop giving a fuck about who I talk to on Twitter or anything. He's legitimately made me his target, and I don't know why he's made me his target. He's legitimately done it to me multiple times, and it's like there's something he just can't let go. He's had he's had problems with me for a long time now, and he just consistently gets me banned. And it's at the end of the day, I look at it like this: you're a fucking man child who's hanging out at fucking theme parks all day long. Do you really think that doesn't look bad on you? On top of it, you keep banning people that are fucking smaller than you. Do you think that tells people a lot about you? That when you feel disrespected, you're banning people, right? So why would people keep looking at you like you're a good person? You know? You're not He's not a good person, and it's pretty obvious to see when you're on his when he's not a good person. He stalked me. Okay. He stalked me. Okay. I do not live in Orlando, Florida right now. For some reason that motherfucker has stalked me. He stalked me. I'm legitimately in Texas right now. But that motherfucker decided to stalk me. And then on top of it, I knew he was gonna react like this if I followed one of the other girls from the game. This is how this motherfucker acts. He just doesn't quit. He acts like a little bitch about everything. And it's safe to say by now people should have noticed that he's been doing this shit to me. Because if I go and I tell Melanie Mac this, like I said to Melanie Mac up later, they're gonna ban me again. Watch, because they're ban pigs. They're cancel pigs, is what they are. Yeah, he legitimately lives in Florida. Okay, he lives in Florida. No, I don't. That's the thing is I never met the guy in real life. Never. Never in my life. I never associated with any of them. That's why I'm just confused about why he has such a problem with me. Like, and the thing is, like, when I moved away from Florida to Texas and I made a new profile, that motherfucker decided to find me on Twitter, and he made Melanie Mac actually block me. That's how insane he is. That's how legit fucking insane he is. That's how crazy the guy is. And I've even said it before, I want nothing to do with these motherfuckers. I want nothing to do with geeks and gamers. Period. It's like it's like they need something from me, and I'm not willing to give in to them. So they're kind of pissed. Like continuously chasing after somebody because you want something done so badly. That don't look good on you, bud. After a while, that does catch up to you. And he's been doing this to me for like a good 2 years now. So he needs to cut his crap because, If you look back into all my stuff, he's literally their name and him have come up multiple times because it was claimed to be hate, and it wasn't hate. It was just me stating something. It was me stating something that sounded like it. See, that's the thing is, Twitter will get you confused with saying really awful stuff when you did it. So if people can find that niche word that looks like it's bad when it's actually not, or that niche phrase that looks like it's bad and it's actually not, that'll get you banned. Like I remember one time I said something, and I was like helping Brittany Venti argue about Lolicon, and I said something about let me just drop a nuke on them, and it took it as legitimate nuke. It took it as legitimate nuke, and it banned me from there. Actually, it gave me a permanent ban until I reached out to them and got it fixed. So the thing is, well, if it was a permaban, I probably would have made another. At that time, I told him and Melanie Mac. I told Melanie Mac, I was like, look, I'm only following you because I like what you have to say. I would only follow Christina Nova because I like her as I like whatever she does. She's a pretty cool person. She seems pretty cool. But he can't make it to the point where if I'm not following him, he can't keep getting mad at me because I don't have to follow him. That's what it feels like he's doing. He's getting mad because I'm not following him. And that's not something he's entitled to. If he was paying me, if he was paying me money to follow him, then yeah. But he's not paying me anything. It's like he's disrespected by me for no reason at all. And if it was permaban, I would have just went and made another one because you know because he's gotten me permaban before. He made me lose like three of my profiles, by the way. Three different profiles. So he owes me a lot right now. And I'm not holding it over his head, but he does. The whole group of people owe me a lot. So I'm gonna get to my stuff right now. What's going on? Hold on. Oh my. Alright, so there was a quote I wanted to use to start this. Alright, let's see. Yeah, I've had so many run-ins with those guys. No, that's the thing, is like I barely interact with them. I only interact with like certain girls from that group because I genuinely, I follow them and find them attractive. But I don't interact with them at all, actually. And he just I don't know, you know, he just seems like he's like chronically on just it's a chronically online thing, and that's where his problem is like if he wasn't chronically online and did a job online, he'd probably be a decent person towards me instead of seeing anything I do as like something like over the top. It's just insane that it's just crazy that people are actually like that though. It's like nobody should be like that. Apparently, getting people banned from Twitter is like good. You know, I'm not even gonna be on Twitter for like I'm literally gonna be off Twitter like most of tomorrow. So I don't understand what the point anybody's proven with that. Like banning me from Twitter isn't gonna do anything. I'm still gonna go to work tomorrow. I'm still gonna do the things I'm gonna do. I don't exactly get or understand where he thought he was like doing something awesome or whatever. Like or any of them for that matter. I don't understand like where they thought they were doing some justice, you know. All right. So, I'm gonna start this off by outlining it and then probably gonna do a blue background with that with the cross. Well, I'll put the what I'll do is man, I'm trying to figure out how I want to start this off. I think I know what I'm gonna do though. So I'm gonna start this off actually with the quote from the Bible, so that's why I'm like doing it. But yeah, it's a yearly thing. Like in the next few months, I'll probably end up having a perma ban from them, and that's just why I get so disappointed because it's like, you know, everything. Hold on, everything you wanted me to leave, everything you wanted me to do, including leaving Melanie Mac alone because that's what you wanted me to do, right? Uh, you know, I don't, I don't get it. I don't get at this point what it is he's even trying to do. That's the thing. Like I just don't understand it. All right, so you know, and Melanie Mac didn't even have a problem with me before she banned me. That's why I was confused about why she banned me. And I don't think she actually legitimately has a problem with me. I think what it is like I agreed with something she said, so they told her like somebody told her like to legitimately ban me, and it's just like, come on, dude, this isn't high school. What the heck? Oh, I went over too far. I started like dragging everything with me. All right. Yeah, I'm learning that Twitter's like the worst place in the world, and then you know the people that hang out on there, it's like they don't have tough skin, so you all have to like keep your mouth shut, and like it, these people don't even live in reality. Come on, the people don't actually live in reality. That's the crazy part about it. Uh, Work in Texas, it's not bad. I work at a Dollar Tree. Um, as for pay, it's not it's doable. It depends on what job you have. But where I work right now, it's not it's not the best in pay, but it still gets me by and all that. So that's why I genuinely don't get mad about it. Like I have money saved up, but it's like it's a little bit of a struggle to save money because like eating wise, it it's a little bit more difficult. Like I have to like pay attention to things and like luckily I work at a place where I can just like buy really inexpensive food that I don't want to be eating all the time. So every once in a while I'll treat myself to like something a lot like a little bit more expensive. Like yesterday at Walmart. And what I mean by a little bit more expensive is like at least under $5. Like yesterday I treated myself to something at Walmart. But I'm really trying to save money because my living situation, it's not the most ideal. So, what I mean by that is like pricing wise, it's kind of high right now. But once I get out and get my own place, like a bigger room or rent for rent or whatever, I'll be able to like afford to eat better and all that. I'm just trying to save up and get out of here right now. Yeah, but work in Texas, it's not hard to find a job. You just have to really apply yourself. If you don't apply yourself, then you won't be able to find anything. And you have to come with like a little bit of money set aside, so that way you can survive for a few days. And then if you get lucky, you get a job like me that, literally can pay you daily, which there are some jobs that like actually are out there that like they have the option where you can get paid daily, and you can actually do good if you really try. Well, not good, but like you can do decent if you try. Yeah, but yeah, work's not bad. You can find a lot of jobs. You just have to really apply yourself. That is something my dad always told me when I was younger. Is like he's like, as long as you apply yourself, usually things come, and you know eventually good things start happening as long as you apply yourself. But you know on the internet, applying yourself isn't the key to it. It's about like, I don't know how the internet works. I don't understand it, and I'm barely on it. Like, I'm only on the internet like, yeah, that's the truth. Everybody's struggling right now, and you know I you gotta find a way to handle stuff, like, and that's why I talk about like how I let my phone service turn off so much, because literally that's what I had to do to start saving money, is like let my phone service turn off. All right, so now, all right, so I'm gonna go and make a huge cross, and then I'll blend that into the background, and then what I'll do is I'll actually write the quote over top of it. I didn't think that far ahead of myself. After this, I guess I don't really wanna, I've been to all these big cities, and I don't know if I'd go to California. I honestly don't know if I would. Somebody suggested that I should go there, but I just don't know how I feel about it. I want to get my passport at some point though, and go outside the country, stuff like that. So, well, I'm enjoying it, but like it has its moments like everywhere. Um, you know, my main goal when I came here was like it's a personal goal, but if I don't reach that personal goal, my I would want to travel more. Now, if the personal goal, like let's just say, I reach my personal goal, and I meet that ideal person, and she would want to travel with me, then I would consider traveling a little bit more until then I would consider traveling a little bit more until we're ready to stop. I mean, settle down and all that. So, but I did come down here with the goal. As for how long or like when I will reach it, still working on that, but some point I hope to. All right, so that's what I'm gonna do. And then I'm just gonna go back along with green. But if I don't find my ideal person, I'm gonna go probably to like try to go to a country outside of the country and try to meet a nice girl and get married to her. because that's something I preferably want to do. I don't want to be traveling, I want to try to settle down and I want to try to like build a family at some point. One of the like China or Japan or something like that, you know, because I feel like if I was to if I wasn't if I like if I didn't meet somebody and I didn't marry somebody and if I wanted to get a wife, eventually, you know, those places over there, from what I understand, is like the it's better for a foreigner to find a wife there than it is their locals. Like just find like a really cute Asian wife or something like that. But those are where I would like to move is one of the Asian countries like China, Japan, something like that. Preferably Japan because I appreciate anime and like you can see it in you can see it in my work and all that. Yeah. Yeah, I just wish I wish American women were a lot easier to deal with than they are. Um, Over the course of time, they've gotten difficult, and it's something like a lot of American men are struggling with right now is like women tend to be a bit more difficult than they should be when it comes to marriage and relationships and all that. Because we just come out of a time where the woman is still stuck in her mindset of like I have to be a strong single woman as opposed to like a woman that wants kids, wants a family, and wants to settle down. I'm gonna do that in a little different color. Non-Asian countries, I don't really know. I mean, if, if it maybe Ireland would be a nice place. France is just too weird for me. Like it has too many like we see what's going on with France with the Olympics. Prefer not I have no desire to go there. Um, man. Uh, I can't really think of too many other places. I know Hawaii's not exactly a country, but that's some place I would like to go. Maybe maybe like we're really close to Mexico, and I heard like living over there is very inexpensive, but I don't know about the crime rate, how high it is there. So have to, but yeah, like ideally, like it'd be, you know, maybe Ireland more than anything, because that's just like where my heritage is from. I don't like the way that D is drawn. The quote. Let's see. Where's my quote that I wanted to write? Actually, you know what? I can move. I can move the and holy that way a little bit, and then put the outsider after the cross. So I'll do that. But I'd really preferably like to like actually get a place to like actually permanently have a residence here where I am right now, because I like it here, and there are a lot of beautiful women here also. But yeah, as I'd have to learn Spanish though. I'd have to like learn Spanish. And, you know, I'm just gonna say this, but like Texas is full of like Mexican women. So if I meet a Mexican woman, maybe I'll marry her and go to Mexico. All right, there we go. Yeah, I'd have to get my passport though to go one of those places. Preferably, I can't do it. I can't do anything about it right now. So, all right. So I think I'm gonna write season two underneath. Yeah. In fact, I have a friend at work. I mean, kid you not. She's older than me, but she, you know, she's one of those people that like, she told me I need to learn Spanish, but I kid you not, she actually looks like Melanie Mack, but like if Melanie Mack was like 50, she would look like that's what she would look like. If Melanie Mack was older, that's literally what she would look like. That's why I was like, I said to her one day, I was like, you look like Melanie Mack. I was like, I'm gonna be suspicious of you when you do things that seem like they perfectly align with her. And she just giggled and laughed. And then there's a few things I said, I think like that like seemed like she was hinting at like just having this like little crush on me. But what was I doing? Where's that quote at? Oh, she keeps telling me she has a boyfriend right now, but I feel like I could hit it off with her pretty good. I know I know there's another girl at work. I'm pretty sure she has a crush on me too, but they both are like they're both not single, so but maybe at some point. life is like you never know what life will throw at you, you know? Sometimes things happen for a reason. And that's why like I don't I don't ever stop myself from being like, well, what if this happens, you know? I don't ever like try to like think I don't ever try to let my negative thoughts run away with me. At this point, I'm like pretty much just like, well, what maybe like that's why like you never know what could happen, you know? Like I could be here today and I could be like rich and famous tomorrow or something. Like that's the way I look at things. All right, so my quote I want to write, I'm gonna downsize the. Yeah, I think she has a crush on me too, but I haven't really spoke to her about it. She basically told me that she doesn't really like me calling her phone when she's not at work because her boyfriend will get mad at her or whatever. So, oh, I'm writing this way too big. Okay, so I gotta shrink the size of my writing down because I'm not gonna be able to fit it. And I was thinking about like traveling cities around Texas also. The thing is, like I said, it's not a bummer because you gotta remember, we don't, you can't always say life is gonna, you can't always think life is gonna be one way. You can't always think that, otherwise you're gonna like run into like not a lot of like negative thoughts. So, now this is true from the Bible, what I'm writing right here, so. Shrink the size. Why is there no quotation and no explanation mark? Yeah, whatever. I forgot the name of that thing. All right. Yeah, I have. I have some friends right now. I just don't go out and see them right now very much because I'm a little bit of an introvert. Like I really like I became an introvert a little while ago. Mostly because I wanted to like not be around people, always doing like really, I didn't want to be part of like how do I want to put it? I didn't want to be part of crowds that like, just engulf themselves in like bad stuff that like I just didn't want to keep getting mixed in with like crowds I didn't want to be mixed in with. Like, after a while I started like just not feeling going like there were people I used to hang out with and after a while I was just like I don't feel like hanging out with these people anymore because it's not my crowd anymore. And then I pretty much like I kind of went off by myself and I became a loner, became an introvert that way because cut off partying. I stopped like drinking, I stopped smoking, I stopped doing all sorts of drugs. And then try to change my life a lot. And then, people saw me as like, being, people saw me in a light where they were like, well, he's too good for us. No, I didn't think I was too good for anything. I have them, but I just don't hang out with them very much because one, like, they're people they're people I gotta work with. So, like, they're people that legit, they like me. And, like I said, like, if, if they had, if it wasn't work, let's just say if I left, there would be people from the job I would still keep in contact with because I like this job. I like the people at this job so much that I would only hope that they keep in contact with me after I leave the job. All right, so that's the quote I wanted to use. Now, to start the story off, I don't know what I'm gonna be doing yet because I'm trying to think of a point that I want to use. So I gotta blur that in. Yeah, believe it or not, I have friends, but it's like uh friends now are different than they were back then. Like hanging out as you get older, like hanging out and all that is like a lot different than it was when you were a kid. Like I don't, if I had people that had actual time to hang out and all that, like I would. But again, I don't have that kind of money and all that. So yeah, they're coworkers. At some point, I hope to find actual like friends outside of work though. People don't. A lot of people thought I would actually like give up on living here and living in a different state because, you know, they thought they understood me when I was living in Florida and they just did not. So they were just they would. No, it's not a big store. It's a small one. A lot of people, a lot of people didn't understand that. Like, I don't, they thought they understood me when I lived in Florida, and like nobody actually understood me at all. They basically, that what happened was I came here and I legitimately wanted to get away from Florida because some of the people there, the people in Florida, they literally don't understand, the basic perception of what reality actually brings as opposed to being online all the time. So everybody's online all the time. And you got people who sit there, and because you're online all the time, people will sit there and stalk you. And because and then when they don't see you online all the time, they literally, when they don't see you online all the time, it becomes baffling to them. They're like, well, what happened to that guy? Did something happen to him? And then what it leads to is a line of thinking of like, well, he's gonna fail, he's gonna do this, and the reality, the truth is, no, that's not how anything works. If you're thinking like that, if you're one of those people who are like sit there chronically online, and then you take things way too out of context from the internet, you need to get off the internet yourself. If you're literally one of those people who are consistently online and looking for reasons for people to fail, because of something they said like on Twitter or something like that, you have a huge problem, and you need to consider logging off your phone or internet or anything for like a couple hours in a day just to get a reality check, because some people don't have that. And then I'm the one doing it right now. So I have people that legitimately believe horrible stuff about me because I'm handling my life a little bit differently than I did in Florida, and nothing bad is happening, but everybody just always assumes the worst. And it's like what everybody said, what the quote says here. People say that stuff about you, you become blessed. You know, and that's what I don't get. Is people are so out of it because of their phone. The phone has caused so many problems to us. Being online so much has caused so many problems for us. Like, yes, yeah, we have stuff in common. Look, are you one of those people that are stalking me right now, dude? Because it's like I'm reading some stuff you're saying, and you're asking me like questions to like you don't even have an actual picture. So I'm like kind of questioning you now. If you're one of those fucking weirdos that sits online all day, chronically, and just watches people, because that's what you're coming off as right now. Like you're asking stuff that you know, I know you're trying to keep the stream going, but you're also coming off as a person who's stalking somebody by asking those questions. If you live in Orlando, Florida, I want you to understand you need to stop stalking me. You need to stop acting like you need to watch me because I'm not coming back. I want you to understand that. You need to stop acting like you need to watch me to make sure I'm returning because you're bullshitting yourself. Okay? You're completely lying to yourself. And you need to get off the internet if you're thinking that. Because right now, you're looking like a person who's literally in Orlando, Florida, stalking the fuck out of me. Like, you people, this is why I am not on the internet that much. Because you people don't have this, like, reality that you follow. You believe that being online permanently and watching somebody is perfectly fine. When reality is the truth is you probably need more help than you realize. Because you're sitting there stalking somebody, you know? Get some help if that's you, please. Don't be online all day. You literally, like, you know, you don't need to know if I have, you don't need to know all this stuff about me. The reason I'm acting like this with you is because you were literally being weird right now. You're being weird. And you need to back off of the internet. You need to get off the internet. You seriously need some help because if you're sitting there stalking me like that, you have a mental disorder that really, really need to go seek some help. You can't sit there and be like, well, I'm stalking. Like, you can't sit there and stalk somebody. You just can't. It's unhealthy. It's an unhealthy obsession. So, my suggestion to you is get off the internet for a little bit. Get off the internet for like 8 hours a day. Get a fucking life. Like, seriously. People sit online all fucking day and you have no life. And then you sit there and you like ask all these questions and it's irritating. No. That's not, you don't need to know about you don't need to know about all this stuff I'm doing, dude. Get off the internet. Period. Acting like a acting like a psychopath right now. I don't care how harsh it is. You people coming in to start crap with me right now are the reason I don't, there's a reason I'm offline for 8 hours a day. Okay? You guys need to get off the internet for like 8 hours a fucking day. This thing called go live your real life. Go touch some grass. Which unfortunately a lot of you guys don't do. No. Like you people permanently online piss me off because you don't have anything else to do. Thank you. I appreciate the apologize, but I want you to understand being excessively and chronically online is not good for your health. It's not. All right? Period. And everybody that's out there doing it all the time, making people's lives hard for being online permanently. You need a life. You need a life. You know, like I let my phone service go off, and I'm not you, bud. I'm not you. So if you have an issue with that, maybe get out of here. Cause, I'm not permanently online like you guys are. That's the thing I'm trying to say. I'm offline for like 8 hours a day to go to work because I don't have my phone connected anymore. You know, the problem is that you guys have if you guys are streaming and all that, you guys and your work is permanently online, you don't have a perception of real life. So therefore, you could be taking things out on people you don't even realize you have buried inside of you because you're so fixated on being online all day. Do you understand that? Like, well, I mean, apparently, if you say so, everybody online tries to always prove themselves. That's the thing. It's like narcissism is amongst like the people that are the worst online. Like, I don't know. If you stream and and that's your job, well then you're permanently online and you have no perception of reality. Because that's just me stating facts. And if you have a job and you have a life, then what the hell are you doing here on a Friday night, right? I didn't say it was your job. You took me out of context. I didn't say that was your job. Now, did I? All right. No, you don't want that. Agitated Kermit, you don't want that lifestyle. You don't want that lifestyle, man. You don't wanna be making money online, being online all day. It's not good for anybody. Permanently, it damages like your brain. All right, so what am I gonna start to solve with? No, that's a I mean that's a goal you have. So I mean, go try to reach it. That's your goal. You don't want to be like Ninja though. You want to be yourself. Like people are so busy trying to be somebody else that they don't even know themselves. Look, I'm not gonna sit here and explain to you if it is possible or it isn't possible. It's something you need to put the work into what you want to get the results you want. I'm trying to think what part do I want to put for this? Yeah. My thing is like my thing is people want to be the next ninja and all that. And I think about it this way. Yeah, you might have this like face online or whatever, but you're gonna miss out on a lot of things that you would have done with your own actual life. That's the thing you gotta understand. There's gotta be, you can't, being online excessively doesn't allow you to have balance in your own actual life. And, people blame it on me, but the reality of the truth, when it comes down to it with my life, it wasn't me. It was the people surrounding me that were preventing me from actually having a life off of the internet. And, I have a little bit of a life off the internet right now, and it's because I moved away from Florida. I moved away from Orlando, Florida. And, the people, the amount of time I spent online was due to fact that people were holding me back from having a girlfriend, having friends, doing things that I actually wanted to do because that's how people are. It wasn't my choice. I didn't want to do all that. I ended up doing it because one, people were enforcing me to do things like work. I didn't have friendships. I didn't have relationships there. I had none of that, you know? And that stuff got forced onto me through people that just didn't want me to live life, didn't want me to be happy. And so when I came here, it it changed. Things changed. So trying to think, what part? Yeah, I ended up with a lot of people that held me back from actually trying to live my life in Florida because those people themselves, they were so, they were so, they were not happy with themselves. So because anytime Florida people stalk you online, yes, I believe some of them, and this is just something I've been feeling, but I've noticed a lot of people here wearing in Texas wearing like Disney t-shirts with Stitch on it, or like stealing. Like there was a guy from wearing a Disney shirt the other day who actually stole from my store, and it's weird because you know like if that that could be somebody here that's on YouTube that's telling people to come see me to remind me that I'm supposed to meet them at some point. But the thing is, like, I don't mind it so much, but it does get on my last nerve to know that people are stalking, people do stalk people that much to that level that they permanently don't want them to go out and have fun. They don't want them to build these relationships. They don't want them to do anything like that. And so it becomes a bit much because those people from Florida should never have like came or even, remotely, communication from Florida was supposed to be gone when I came here. Communications and cutoffs from Florida were supposed to be completely gone. But for some reason, the dumbasses from Florida, you know, Drunk 3PO and all those guys came to Dallas, Texas for a meetup a few months, like a month after I came here. And for some reason, still to this day, I don't understand why, but like he made it a big deal about him coming here right after I moved here. And I was like, I knew this thing was coming up. I just didn't know when, and I nor did I care. But what baffled me is like he made it a vendetta about himself afterwards, and it didn't. It's something that I didn't understand. Right? So, but yeah, I truly do believe there are people like that came from Florida just to keep an eye on me because they don't have anything better in the world to fucking do. Like if people literally had like jobs and all that, like I would be, you know, I wouldn't feel like I'm overbearing and you know, like there's a few women I would love to get numbers and I've tried before, but some dumb fuck always has a woman tell me they're married or something like that. And it's just like, when does this shit fucking stop? This is like it's the fact that like some moron is just out there holding me back from living life because he's so fucking pathetic and mad about something. Like I shouldn't have to be stuck, you know, giving a fuck about somebody else, but everywhere I go in the fucking world somebody wants me to give a fuck about them. Like and it's not only that, it's my mom that like a bunch of people just fucking just having no fucking life whatsoever and being pieces of shit. Like literal fucking damaging. Like there's literally I can name a bunch of people from Florida that have a fucking vendetta for me. And I can't fucking understand for the life of me why those people just have not let it go. Why they continue to fucking hang on to that shit that happened 3 fucking years ago. You know? I had a guy literally try to take my life. And still to this day, it seems like he hasn't let that shit go because he's just fucking mad because he's an angry person in general. So at the end of the day, it's I've moved on past these issues. They have not. They still hold on to the shit that they have bothering them. And the thing is, they will never let it go because they don't want to because they're fucking childish and petty and brats. Like people call me crazy for just assuming that people are following me, but why am I seeing fucking Disney shirts here in Texas? Why? Why is everybody showing up to my job wearing a fucking Disney shirt? Like, I don't get that shit. I don't get how you can be. I don't get how you can be that fucking mental to fucking have that kind of problem. And that just proves the internet is fucking bad for people. It just goes to show you. Like, when you become the fucking talk of the town, you just know fucking everybody's. When you become the fucking mental case of the town, you know then that everybody's talking about you. Because they want to fucking make you into this mental case. Fucking, and people think I'm lying about this shit. I'm actually not. This is actual shit that's been going on for like years because dumbass people from fucking somewhere who fucking don't have an actual life linger on fucking line all day like a bunch of fucking idiots are mad about past shit. Like, let go of things. Come on, for fuck's sake. Like, get over whatever it is you have, get over whatever fucking problem you have with me is. Fucking pathetic fuck. Like, even my fucking landlord, I swear the fucking God that guy's like stalking me because he wants his fucking money. Because he's a piece of shit. Like, fucking let go of that shit, man. You didn't deserve that land anyway. Like, I literally have tried to date since I've been down here, and it's just like every fucking degenerate moron I've ever fucking known. Honestly, I don't care about anybody buying anybody right now. My opinion is if Disney buys Harry Potter, then they bought Harry Potter. I'm just not gonna care. I mean, like, that's my honest opinion about it. Like, you don't pay attention to that kind of stuff. Not trying to be a jerk, but I just really, you know, damn. I really wish I would have made some. I really wish there were people I wanted to be friends with in Florida, but it just never came to fruition. Yeah, like, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I know I'm angry at them right now, but back then I actually kind of wanted to like meet some of those guys from Geeks and Gamers. But it's just like now they've made it to the point where I'm just like fucking angry at them because they just didn't want to like perceive anything as it is. Like, you know, there's some girls from Geeks and Gamers I would have liked to actually meet and sat down and, you know, there are people I actually legitimately wanted to be friends with, and I never got to. Like, I would have been happy. I would have been happy to stay in Florida. I wouldn't have left Florida. There's a lot of stuff that would have kept me in Florida if people would have just paid attention. But nope. People could seriously pay attention and things would be a lot better. You know? If people respected people's wishes and understood what they wanted, things would be a lot better for people. I probably, and if I would have met Melanie Mac or whatever, or if I would have like been able to communicate with Melanie Mac earlier on, I probably wouldn't even have a problem with Drunk 3PO. That's the honest truth. There's a lot of stuff that could have subsided and been different if people just let things be. And that's one thing about me is like if you would have paid attention and tried to change stuff, things would have been different, you know. Harry Potter is one of those things. No, I'm not a fan of it. Um, you know, I, the reason I just never was a fan of it like that. Like maybe back then when I was a young guy, like I liked the first movie and I read the first book and I was like, oh, these are good. And then, they just kept coming out and everybody kept like liking them and all that. And it got to the point where I was like, I don't like this because I even was in this relationship where this, you know, her young brother liked Harry Potter so much that it drove me to the point of not liking it anymore and not being a fan of it. Um, but if you want to know what I like, um, I like Naruto. I'm not gonna lie. Naruto has been a big impact on my life. In fact, there's a lot of streamers on YouTube that if you pay attention, you can find out that they too have watched Naruto. Naruto, that whole show from beginning to end just breaks you down. And when it breaks you down, changes you as a person. And I don't know what it is about that show, but it does change you as a person. And that's something like no other show has done except for the Bible. No other show or movie has done for me except for the Bible. Well, thought that was on the wrong side. Yeah, Naruto has been one of I know a lot of people like Dragon Ball, but like Naruto has had like a huge impact in my life. I gotta zoom in on that. But no, if I was to watch Harry Potter today, I might not have a problem with it. It was just one of those things back then where like it just continually kept getting shoved in my face, like Spider-Man back then. So, my Patronus? Let me see what that even means. Uh, I honestly, I don't know. I'm gonna be, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know. How do I find out what a Patronus is? Can you explain that to me? Oh, what? Why did it disappear? What is going on? Man, I'm going crazy right now. I should have uploaded. There we go. My Patronus will be Jesus Christ. I guess that's what my Patronus will be. Jesus Christ. My guardian angel. Made his eyes too big, but the thing is, like, the scene is, like, a little bit further away, so. Has to be a form of an animal. Man, well, technically, an angel can be a bird. Maybe a bear? What's your Patronus? Yeah, it varies from person to person. It would reflect your personality. Well, When I was younger, my friend used to talk about like my spirit animal was like now I don't believe this anymore, but he always said my spirit animal was like the bear. So I can only say the bear. But like what's yours? What would yours be? I'm gonna have to go over this with like darker lines or whatever. So actually, the question you asked me earlier about like where else would I go? Maybe the UK. The UK would be a definitely place I'd like to visit. That's kind of blurry. I need to like darken everything up. What kind of dog would it be though? Like that's the thing is like what kind of dog? Also, well, every place, okay, so every place in the world has its it can be cool, but has its dangerous parts too. Just remember that. Every place in the world is like that. You know, depends on where you're from. Like example, Florida is if you go to certain spots of it, it's dangerous, okay? Where I'm at now, there's parts of it right now, like that are dangerous. So there you go. I used to when I was younger, my family used to have a miniature German Shepherd. He was a nice dog, but he would get really mean certain times because the other dogs would mess with his food. But yeah, you can go anywhere in the world and you'll find out that there's always a bad spot where you go, like no matter where you go. So staying away from like bad permanently is like it's a very difficult thing to do. It's a very difficult thing to do, especially in today's world where there is a lot of people. Like I said, if you're chronically online, you're gonna like if you're not chronically online, you can actually go to a job without like being online. You can see like if you work with the public, you can see it affect the public, how being online affects everybody. So, um, but yeah, it's one of those things that like everywhere in the world has some place that's actually like bad. All right. Okay. So, all right. Time to get out of here. Hope I did all that right. The drawing looks good so far. It yeah, that. So if you yourself, if you were to go anywhere in the world, where would you go? And for what reason would you go there? Yeah, the food's good. The food's really good. So there are like, so I used to work at a pizza shop, and there are people that like literally the cuisine's good, don't get me wrong, but there are people that literally like, and it's just from experience. There are people literally who like because they're Italian American, they like boast about it. And I'm thinking to myself like, okay, so cool, you're Italian American. Like that's like me boasting about like being Irish or whatever, being Native American. I just don't do it because it's it gets people get obsessed with it a little too much, and it does get irritating to hear like somebody always boasting about it. Like the cuisine in Italy is good, but also like Chinese food's really good to me, in my opinion. Like there's so many, so that's why I said like China being one of the places, Ireland one of the places, the UK mostly because it seems like it's they're still stuck in their original ways. Um, so out of do you want to like try like real pizza, or what do you want to what kind of authentic Italian like food do you want to try? Yeah, those foods are good. Yeah, yeah, those foods are all good. I haven't had uh I want to try like real ramen from like Japan and stuff like that. Cause I've tried real ramen at like an actual shop from here, but like I wonder if it like tastes like the ramen from Japan or if it tastes different. Okay, so here's another thing. If you could live anywhere in outside of the country, where would you live? Or if you could be anywhere in America, where else would you want to live in America? Like like outside or like the inside America. All right, so be back. I'm gonna get some water. I wish I could drink that right now. I have a can of G Fuel sitting up there partially empty. I thought I finished it. So I get these from my job for like $1.35. That was the Pac-Man edition. I got like the Naruto one, a couple other gamer ones sitting off to the side there. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna make it all gray because you know what? And then I'll just draw the lines. Usually my drawing of bicycles pretty bad. This one's pretty good. Actually, no, I'm gonna get rid of the bicycle. out there for the night. Alright. Everybody have a good night.